Hey guys, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button down below for more videos. And as you can see, we are doing another custom operator video. This is by my boy Fourtythree. So shout out to him. Go make sure you check out his channel. But this is, so his videos are a little bit different. He pretty much gets his subscribers and stuff like that to make a decent op that everyone would like. So hopefully it's okay if I do react to this, but let's go ahead and react to it and let's see what happens.
The response in the last few videos was incredible, and we quickly surpassed 100 subscribers and then 200 not even the day after.
Heck yeah, man. Shout out to you.
I won't yap much longer.
Shout out to you, man.
I just wanted to say thank you all so much for your continued support. Also, join up on the Discord so you can share some operator ideas of your own.
Sure, don't mess up with his Discord, that's fine. I mean, I'm reacting to his videos anyway, so shout out to him.
Last time I left you with our two operators from Greece, Atlas and Nyx. In descending order from the poll that was taken just last week, Iceland is up next, followed by Saudi Arabia and then Bangladesh. As always, I do appreciate your time, so I will yap no further. Let's get right into Operation Frigid Dusk.
Frigid Dusk. Seems like a pretty cool name. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I do see in this breed. That's pretty. Okay, I can't even speak. I'm butchering it. Let me shut up. I'm sorry.
Featuring two brand new operators from the northern stronghold of Iceland, Operation Frigid Dusk brings our attacker, Var, and our defender, Halldor. Both of these operators align with Nighthaven this time, as we haven't had some Nighthaven love in-game for a while.
That is true. I don't like Nighthaven.
Started as buffs for specific characters, but became something of their own after some special tweaks. I wonder if you can guess which operators they were originally buffs for.
Okay. Let me see.
Enough of that. On to our 3-speed, 1-armor attacker, Var. Let me ask you, have you ever smoked off a plant spot only to get C4'd? Now, as much as I like this dynamic in the game, I often find that this stratagem of smoke, bait plant, C4 has been around practically since the game launched.
Pretty much.
And it does get really stale. So just as I advocate for Tubarão never to be nerfed, except for in the 1.5 DMR category, Ubisoft, please just tone down his DMR and keep his gadgets strong. I think adding new dynamics to existing strategies is exactly what the game needs to expand its horizons and keep its player base fresh and satisfied. So, what does Var actually do, you might be asking? Meet Snore. Var can throw 2 to 3 of these mechanical canisters that are filled with a condensing gas that explodes in an opaque white cloud and freezes anything that steps inside or flies through it.
Okay.
To put it simply, this white-colored smoke damages defenders who try to move through it and briefly freezes any electrical gadgets that are thrown through it or inside it.
Okay, so this pretty much, it controls the ability to not be C4'd while you're planning, but if you, hopefully this was attacking right. Hopefully I'm not tripping. I didn't actually pay attention when it said it was attacking or not. If this is attacking, oh yeah, he was just planting the bomb. So if this is attacking, you can literally hold down sight pretty well with these. It depends. I think you only get 2 of them. So you can literally put this on each entrance or whatever, and you won't be able to get C4. So you can even do a Monty push in plant. So if you run this operator with like Ying, Monty, probably another operator that your teammate is really good with, like a assault operator, and then let's even say Gridlock, you can hold down sight really well with these. Like that's a push and a half.
Gadget works, including
this could be even OP.
The friendly fire mechanic.
Oh yeah, he's taking damage like no other. If you compare this operator with Gridlock, throw them at the same time at the exact same place.
Now you can shoot through it. However, the density and the thermal properties of the gas does reduce bullet damage on the other side. This basically creates a brief environment in which, as long as you have backup, it's completely safe to plant under certain circumstances. But I hear you say, oh dear viewer base, this gadget is completely broken and breaks the boring dynamic of the game that has existed for 9 years. And while I completely agree with that point, there are some caveats to it.
Yeah, I gotta hear these because I think it's broken.
It sticks to a surface and then has to be shot to activate. Similar to Goyo's canisters, but instead of fire, it's ice. This
so it has to be shot.
Requires the site she intends to plant on to be clear enough to face check her own mines in order to throw them and then detonate them. This also means that mines are not a meaningful contender to frag grenades.
Because at first I did think it was like Gridlock's gadget, where when you you throw it down and then
I shoot the mine.
it just
when you
does
can wait to
itself.
shoot your enemy.
So
However, they
that
can
helps.
be used for flank prevention, similar to Grim, but clearly don't excel in that category as she gets much fewer uses.
True.
Speaking of fire previously, the gas is so cold that it does not allow anything to ignite in its vicinity, other than mechanical explosives, which are no match, namely the impact grenades, or the hard counter. One simple impact grenade will swiftly explode and dissipate the smoke, completely eliminating it after a second or two.
Okay, that's a good counter. There's a lot of
Onto
operators
Var's
with
loadout.
impact grenades, so
Now, since her gadget is extremely powerful and meta-breaking, I wanted to give her a loadout that isn't, while still complementing her playstyle.
okay.
We start with the M870 shotgun, a weapon great for if any defenders decide to get too close, as well
Definitely.
as the ballistic shield.
Definitely.
Knowing that shields are getting a big rework soon, and that Var is a plant specialist, I feel this fits her kit perfectly. And yes, she has no rifle primaries.
No
For her
rifle.
secondary, I wanted to cut her some slack with the RG-15, one of the 2 pistols in the game that has a red dot sight. I feel having
Okay.
this pistol on a shotgun/shield operator is a missed opportunity that I won't let go to waste.
Makes
For
sense.
secondary gadgets,
I do
we
see
have the
it pretty
breach charge,
good. Bridge
so she
charge,
can
okay.
open up soft floors and walls to supplement plant executions, and frag
Makes
grenades,
sense.
as they're
Ooh,
the other
frag
mechanical
grenades
explosive
too.
in the game that her own gadget wouldn't counter. I feel Var
Okay, I do see this pretty well. If you compare the shield, okay, let's say if you compare the shield with Montaigne, Gridlock, and what else did I say? So Gridlock, Montaigne, you can even do maybe Fuse on the other side. You can start fusing the back side. If you compare it to some other ops, you can do double shield, even a Blitz, Montaigne, and her shield. You can be an elite force, or you can push in behind Monty, let him give you cover, plant the smoke. They can't see through the smoke. Remember this. You can shoot the smoke. It can give you cover while Monte's always giving you cover because his shield's bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? So you can hide behind there with the shotgun. And if they try to get close enough to, either impacts are a throwable thing, but if they do get close enough to try to destroy it or try to hard counter your plant, you can shoot them with the shotgun because that shotgun does so much damage up close. So you can play that with Monty really well.
shakes up the
And you
meta
can
in a
also
way
play
that
the
forces
gadget really
players
well
new
with
and
Monty.
old to
I see it
rethink
being
their
a
strategies with
Monty-
new operator lineups and refreshed creativity.
Yeah, I see it being Monty.
It's time to introduce our 3-speed, 1-armor defender, Halldor, who brings with him a gadget that shakes up the intel and area denial meta. Now, to preface,
okay, maybe
currently area denial and siege comes in 2 forms, damage and the aforementioned intel.
Yeah.
Or rather, the fear of intel. When walking into a room as an attacker, one of the first things you do, besides droning said room, is looking around for cameras and then shooting said cameras. Intel is a strong, if subversive, fashion of area denial, as knowing exactly where someone is can quickly lead to a one gunfight. So how do we make an intel-focused area denial operator that doesn't require the use of a camera system? Pulse. But we already have Pulse, so let's make it a trap. Wait, that's proximity alarms. Okay, let's make it a super proximity alarm / alibi clone hybrid. Yes, you heard me right.
Okay.
Halldor has a gadget he calls the Pandora's Box. Placed only on floors, this gadget is a large electrical device that makes the room visibly cold and frosty, much like we see on Yacht.
Alright.
When an attacker steps into the room, they are made aware of the danger by an indicator much like any other, and they can see their own breath. While inside the room, the attacker will be repeatedly alibi pinged once every second. This gadget basically creates a sort of passive intel area denial that can cut off an entire room unless it is dealt with before entry.
I see this being somewhat OP,
Notably for this
not
reason,
really,
this
but
gadget
kinda.
cannot be placed directly on site.
Oh,
Now,
never
this room
mind.
can
Let
still
me
be walked
take that
through
back.
with no harm, but the danger of defenders lurking nearby, knowing exactly where
You just said you
entered
can't
and
put it on
subsequently
site.
exited the room, will weigh heavy on your shoulders. As this gadget is electrical, it can be hacked, EMP'd, and disabled, but cannot be shot. It requires the use of soft breach utility to clear, like grenades, Gon6, or any other explosives. Now you might be asking as a defender, why not just hide within the room, the same room as the Pandora's box? Well, that is a great idea. However, you may have to consider that the Pandora's box encourages attacker droning and room clearing, so it might be better for you to play off the utility in an adjacent room instead.
Okay.
Hey, editing.
Give me 1 second. So that makes sense. So if you play the opposite room, if they do drone out sight to go destroy, well, not sight, but if they do drone out the Pandora box, I butchered that name, but if they do drone it out, okay, let me just say this. If they do drone it out and they don't see you in there, they go in to actually breach charge it or it frag grenade it or whatever, you can push it behind them because they're nonstop getting pinged. So you can put it in a corner on the floor that they actually have to push into sight. So they're getting pinged nonstop. You know they're going straight for it. And that's an easy kill because you can literally be in the room right next to it. You can shoot through the soft wall or pushing through the door.
This video. So another way to balance this gadget out would be to have it self-disable when detecting a friendly within the room. So if you are Halldor and you place your gadget within a room, you can't hide in that room and still get the gadget's effect because it'll disable because it detects you or any other defenders are within the room, and therefore turns itself off to protect you from pinging you or pinging a defender. Anyway, so yeah, enjoy the video.
I do see this being okay. He did say you can't put it in sight, but if you could put it in sight, you can play it where you guys can be all roamers. I know this is not logical, but literally your whole team could be non-stop roamers. You could put this in sight. This can literally guard sight because they're going to have to push in. So that means they're getting pinged. That's why that means you know they're in sight. So by the time they actually are able to destroy this or maybe even get the plant down, they're just non-stop getting pinged. So you can easily probably win the gunfight because you know where they are. He did say you can't put it in sight though, so
I only gave Halldor 2 of these as their area of effect is massive and effective. Onto his loadout, I had a similar rhetoric to our attacker and her strong gadget. Halldor's loadout is strong but not insane for a defender.
Okay.
Bro. He has the 612 shotgun or Ying's shotgun to do some vertical on his utility.
Not too bad. It is a decent shotgun though.
The SWAT SMG. Which is a totally solid
SMG.
but typically underperforming primary.
Yeah, it is
I'm
a little bit
on
slow.
the fence whether it should get a 1.5 or not, but that's a balancing thing, and I'm a YouTuber, so what the hell do I really know?
Give it a 1.5.
For secondaries, I gave him the Q929 or the Hong Kong police pistol. Just a solid option all around. For secondary gadgets, however, is where Halldor definitely shines. Starting with the nitro cell for the same reason Pulse has it. And the observation blocker to make the Pandora.
Ooh, the nitro cell, that just boosted him up. Wow, okay, you can literally play. Ooh, that just helped actually. You can literally put this in the room, play under it, nitro cell the floor, and that's a free kill when they go in to push it.
Rooms even harder to clear.
As long as you can play fast enough. Let's be honest.
Alt pick to defenders like Pulse, Alibi, and Valkyrie, while still having significant drawbacks like his high armor rating and his gadget's lack of stealth.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, that's it for one of the most complex operations I've ever put together. Once again, join up on that Discord. Alright,
well, shout out to my boy Fourtythree. I do like his concepts. I like his concepts a lot, actually. They are pretty smart, and he does try to balance it as much as possible. I do see both of these gadgets. I do see the defender gadget not being too OP. Like, I see it being pretty well. The attacking one, whew, I do understand all the counters and crap like that, but I do see it being a little bit better than the defender one, let's be honest. But I do like it, so shout out to that. I do like it. I like it a lot.
Some of you had some fantastic ones, and I can't wait to see more.
All right. Shout out to my boy again. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button down below for more videos. Adios, mi amigo.